Going? Now it is. We good now? Right. Feeling a little low energy today, gotta be honest, so I'm probably not gonna be super entertaining or exciting, but yeah, thought I'd jump on regardless for a shorter stream probably. Maybe an hour or two. But thought I'd do it anyway. So we're just making the textures for the bolt cutters here. Still like not super good with Substance Painter. Try pack textures, I suppose. We'll see how that goes. Hey Jenny, how's it going? Just got out of the shower, nice. I'm just having a bit of a low energy stream today, but thought I'd start up the stream regardless. I don't think this went to the folder I wanted. It. We've got these textures now, so hopefully they look okay. That normal map's probably a little bit hard out on the wood. And then the masks. So we'll give that a crack and see how we go. Because I UV'd it in Substance, I'm also going to need to export the mesh, I think. Right, exported assets. What do we got? Bolt cutters, UV, textured. And then back in here, we're going to have to find those bolt cutters. Hey, Lehman, how's it going, man? Haven't caught you in a while. Not on stream, anyway. Hope all is well in your world, man. And hey, Demonic, how's it going? Yeah, as I said before, sorry, it's a bit low energy today. I'm not feeling super energetic, so but I thought I'd still stream anyway. So import with a new file. Let's do this one. Okay, it should look basically the same. So let's get the textures in here as well. I have had trouble in the past trying to get this to render correctly because pretty sure we don't want sRGB on here, or maybe we do, I'm not sure. Let's forget. That's something that has always confused me a little bit with Substance Painter and the way it exports its textures. Um, but we'll see what happens with what it gave us here. So base color, let's see if that renders correctly. Yeah, see how it's way too bright there? I think, is that an sRGB problem? It is, maybe not. I have to do a bit of digging to get that working again because I have forgotten since the last time I did it. But anyway, we have our normal map as well, and then this is packed occlusion, roughness, metallic. So occlusion, roughness, and metallic. Could be a nice one to hop in and watch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll just be probably not talking as much this time. Everything's great. The streams are usually too early my time, but I have a lot to do today, so it might be really nice. Very good. Lots of study. Hope it's all going well. But you can see the brightness level of these textures is not the same as it is in Substance Painter. So I need to quickly figure that out. Texture too bright. There is a way to fix it, I just forget what it is. Uncheck the sRGB setting. Maybe it's the masks. This would be, I think, I could remember how I do this. I think it's, yeah, masks with no sRGB. Let me change this to masks. Okay. Still got to catch you in a call at some point, Lemon, for that bug and just to catch up in general. So just whenever's good for you, man. Let me know. I'd love to hang out, chat, get your help, and run some Mothman stuff by you as well. Um, right. So yeah, that doesn't look right still. So it's not just that. I forget bright textures. Uh, Pick non-RGB for AO roughness and almost export textures using the Targa file format instead. Okay, we can try that. Something, yeah, it just does something weird to the textures, I think. So if I re-import these with new files, I don't know what it is with the PNG files then. That works. Just use TGAs for everything. There we go. Go. All right, so that is, about the same as how it looks in here, which is good. That's what it's after. So yeah, I probably should have done this on stream, but I just quickly textured these off stream, and then yeah, and then realized I should, even though I'm not feeling super great today, I should probably jump on and stream some of it. So it's a low poly mesh, as you can see. I don't know why it's that low poly though. That's probably nanite, isn't it? Nanite fucking with stuff, Unreal 5 things. But yeah, so it's kind of lowish quality textures, but it's good enough because it's just an item in your hand. I'm just trying to check the yeah, just checking the roughness because sometimes that gets a bit iffy too. Cool, so let's jump into the test map real quick and make sure in a proper lighting scenario those look right. And then the next thing is basically I'm going to have to turn that into a skeletal mesh, which I think maybe I can do in Unreal these days. Just want to make sure these look about right in this, like in amongst other assets and stuff, which yeah, they do. That looks fine. For perform, I'm pretty sure these are 1024 textures. Yeah, I potentially, because it's that size. So the animation for it in your hand is fucked up right now. That's another thing we've got to do. But I just want to see how low I can get this texture before it's super noticeable that I'm down resing it. I did 512. Maybe I'll leave the base color 1024 and just adjust the normal map. Masks, so this one, I'm just doing this on my other screen, but if I go 512 here, that looks about the same to me. That's fine, and that cut the size from 1.3 megabytes to zero point 0.3 megabytes with not too much visual difference. And then the last one here. This is only 6.6 megabytes right now, so it probably is fine as it is, but if I drop that to 512 as well, yeah, I mean, it's a sixth of the size now too, and still looks pretty much the same. Um, the base color is now higher res than the rest of it. Oh yeah, that's right. It does weird stuff with the field of view, but yeah, I think that's fine. It's good enough. Lemon! Hey, Ranger. I probably should have done this as a master material too, but that's fine. Okay, so we've got the bolt cutters now. Now, can I do this in Unreal or do I have to do it in Blender? Yeah, convert to skeletal mesh. Here we go. Let's try out some of this new fanciness that Unreal has. Not sure if it's going to do a very good job, but we will see what happens. Save me trying to do this in Blender. I need to turn that material thing off because it's really hard to work with that clip shader stuff in the editor. Yeah. Um, so I just need to basically do a real basic yeah, how do I do this again? Skeleton, edit skeleton, add a bone. Bone here. Probably roughly where the hands are, I'd say. So if we do that, it's kind of a jank rig, but mirror that across the. See if this works. We'll see if this works. Okay, so just accept that for now. So we have these two bones now, but they don't do anything. So we need to now skin it. So binding the skin. Can I just manually polygroups, edit weight, painting mode, brush bones. I'm gonna go mesh, I think. and pretty much just grab all the stuff we want that bone to affect. Um, Perfectly honest. I mean, in Blender, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'll try give this a chance. In theory, this will be good to be able to do everything in Unreal, but it's already feeling a little bit jank to me. Not sure exactly how I need to build this rig to make it work either, but so let's just. Oh, that would have been quite nice. It awaits. Oh my god, this is insane. Yeah. I didn't spend the whole stream critiquing his spaghetti code. I was just like trying to understand the what's it called? It's because I'm editing the bone, I think, not actually. Um I was trying to understand the what's it called? The prediction system. So we spent like one of the streams basically going through trying to understand all that. Should I just do this in Blender? This is getting quite difficult because I don't know how the system works exactly. I might just do that. Let's just do that. I need to learn that stuff better before I try and do that, and you guys don't want to see me learn that on stream probably. Um, right. So here's our reference image we were making, by the way. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. So it's yeah, that's kind of the bolt cutters we were going for. So if I bring in the model, the folklore hunter source content. I really need to like get faster at making assets for the game because it always takes so long. To where it's like I could make way more stuff if I could do this all faster. Uh, so there's bolt cutters. Um, that one's old, okay, and then I'm pretty sure that won't bring the texture through, right? No, probably doesn't matter. Um, well, we could bring them through just to so we can see what we're working on here. Shading, I think. Yeah, it's real complex. It's complex because it's like a complex like topic in networking. Like it's real like networking's already hard to get your head around, and then prediction even more so. So yeah, but that's all right. I did I think fix a couple things with it, but yeah I'll probably just like chat to you about some of it at some point if you have a second. So we'll bring in these textures. It's probably easier just to do it this way because it's all spread all over the place. Yeah, sorry about the low energy today. I'm just not feeling like super. I don't know, really, to be honest. Yeah, so we got that. Can bring in the normal map, I guess. Color space, non-color, I think. Is what we want there. looks really intense in here though. This looks inverted to me, possibly. Okay, and then we've got this TGA here, so I need to break. What is it in Blender? Split channel. Is the thing I need. Blender, no, material, split, RGB. Separate. Separate color. Here we go. So it was AO, which we don't have a thing for in this material, it looks like. Okay, that's fine. And then AO inclusion roughness metallic. So roughness, oops, roughness metallic. That does not look right at all. Okay, whatever. Let's just go with just the base color then, because none of this really matters for the what we're about to do. Liam, oh yo, Doge, welcome in. Liam Omovini, hi, how's it going? Name butchered. You started at 8:30. Why did I just now get the notification? Don't know. Yeah, I started a little late today. I wasn't gonna stream because I'm not really feeling like super great today, but then I did anyway. So here we are. G Dog on Discord. Okay, G Dog. All right, so let's try and basically make this like rig this. So add an armature. We I believe are gonna need a root bone. Like I just need a root bone, I guess, just to be at the same position. Because like we need it to rotate around this point, so I'm not sure if this is how it needs to work, but if I do that, for example, let's just do just rig the just this part for now. So P P with empty groups, right? And then basically what I want to do is go to this now, and then I don't know, by the way, I don't know, maybe there's a way, let me check real quick to make Blender's like UI bigger so you guys can see it better. Uh, Yeah, 1.25. Okay, yeah, that's probably easier for you guys to see. Doesn't help that my freaking camera's right over top of it, does it? There we go. Beanie Original, how's it going? The bolt cut is for. This is for the Mothman hunt. Yeah, yeah. There's a I'll show you in a second. Uh, well, I can show you right now actually. Bolt cut is we're working on just getting them textured and rigged and animated right now. But yeah, there's going to be a few things for the hunt that you will use them for. One of them is these fences, so you can basically go and blast holes through some of these fences for the hunt. Um, right. So let's see. So bone 0. Is that this one though? Bone 0. Oh, that's just the root bone. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Ah, what mode am I in right now? Why can I not select anything? There we go here, and then we'll do another bone off that. That goes to somewhere, maybe? Clear the parent, vertex groups, remove all groups, and then reparent this to this with empty groups. Here preview. And then, all right, so now if I go to vertex data, yeah, we've got 2. So I grab basically all of this because like it just needs to basically rotate around that point right there. Trying to do it with the fewest bones rather than setting a bone to here. I could have just set the origin there. That probably would have been smart. All right, so assign those, and then we can go in the rig, go to pose mode. Okay, so it's going to rotate around that point, which is not what I want. All right, so in that case, we still only have one bone here. It keeps deleting the other one, I guess. So for this one, maybe let's say go to the center of this, where we're trying to basically rotate around. I could just do Y like that, possibly. Now that bone will work. Yeah, I think this might work then. Pose mode. Viewport display. I can set this to in front, which will help. All right. So what is it? Alt P, clear the parent. Not, I don't think I actually have to do this. Remove all groups, and then basically reparent this. So Control P with empty groups. Okay, and then in this now, grab all that stuff again. Alt turn like that. I feel like there's more mechanics to how this is actually gonna like it's supposed to work. Like this rotates independent of this and all that, but I just don't want to wriggle that. So I'm not going to. Right. Let's go to pose mode now and rotate this bone. Yeah, there we go. Need. That's how we need to do it. And I do notice that baking the AO under here is going to be a problem. So I need to fix that in the texture as well. powers the Mothman will have yet, or are you still on the fence? I kind of do, yeah. But I need to basically like get it implemented to do some testing. Oh man, 1 minute delay. Okay, so I got that now. So let's just do that on the other side. So if I um symmetrize to adjust the bone names. Um, dot L. Hopefully that's gonna, yep, cool. This one to root bone. Okay, and now I think, be able to symmetrize that. Oh, wait, it's trying to symmetrize in the wrong way. Can I really not make it symmetrize in a different direction? So I modeled this the other way. Okay. Try that on the global Y then. Nope. Yet. Duplicate, then mirror on the global Y. On local Y. Nope. Fuck. Guess I'll just do it like that then. So now this will be dot a little bit not sort of fit today properly. All right, so then shit. Maybe I just create a group and name it the same thing. Will that pick it up? Cool. So now I can individually rotate these things, which it is kind of a problem because this bit in the middle, fuck. God damn it, that's so complicated then. Because these bits, oh fuck, man. Like if I was to rotate this so it's like, I guess, open or whatever, in the open state, I mean, maybe I can just deal with that. I'll fix the texturing. It's like this bit, there's bolts through it, but it's still able to slide around. I don't know. Maybe people won't give a crap, so I guess I'll just do it anyway. All right. So now, hopefully, we can get this into Unreal. This is another thing that sometimes causes problems. Um, what recursive? Be called, no, I don't want it to be called armature. Bolt cutters. Bolt cutters mesh. Bolt cutters that. And now will it call it that? SKM bolt cutters. Yeah, that's what I want. For only deform bones. Right, hopefully this works. Sometimes can be a bit iffy. See what happens. Exports. Save the file. Alright. It seems like easier than doing it in Unreal though, possibly. One point I release then it's 1.0 release then it's like will go from there, Liam. Oh yeah. Animation is far my least favorite thing to do. Yeah, avoid it in every such. Yeah, same. Same, man. I don't know. I should have just probably bought an asset for this, but I thought I'd just quickly whip it in, and quickly whipping it in has taken 2 days so far. Yeah, but that's how you get faster at it, I suppose. Um, exported assets, skeletal mesh, bolt cutters, bolt cutters. Okay, let's see. See what happens. Okay, so we get the mesh. It's good. Yeah, and the arms work. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. I don't really need a physics asset for it, but so now we have a skeletal mesh, which basically means I can animate it. Was the whole point. When do you release this update? When it's done, basically. Thought a minute of delay because for real life it's going to be like 10 minutes. Yeah, we could make it longer. Yeah, neither. I don't know how they work either, Lemon, but it's whatever. It's such a small detail that hopefully people won't pay attention. It's just like one of these, like, you know how every hunt and we try to have like a couple of like gimmicky, no, gimmicky, it's probably not the right word, but like unique kind of interactions or items or whatever. The bolt cutters is one for this, and the other one is probably going to be this radio thingy, and possibly a new gun. We'll see. Um, but yeah. Oh, you would have missed too, Lemon. But we have I put in. I should move my thing again, shouldn't I? Because now I'm over the chat or under the chat. I put in proper ladder climbing finally, rather than just the teleport. Next update for Alpha is rudimentary Mothman question mark question mark. No, the Mothman will come out with the 1.0 release. The next actual update for the game is just going to be like the bug fixes and stuff that I've been working on. There's going to be some announcement stuff coming out soon though, if you're interested in timing and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of scared to do this character animation now. Because like right now, and it's such a small thing, it's annoying. It takes this much time to do, but you see how he holds it super weird. I basically need to animate that at least a holding, like at least so he holds it sort of, in a way that makes some form of sense. But I fucking suck at animation and everything. So, but you guys supporting me, so we'll try it. I'm thinking just like hold it forward, snip. That's all we need. Probably don't even need. Maybe we do need running animations and all that too. Fuck. Okay, let's figure this out then. So, and give it a crack. First thing is, where is the first person rig or a rig that I can use for this? If I just look at like the bandage BP thing, look at the mesh. Thought his head would be invisible, but I guess that we just do that in this animation graph, do we? I'm not sure why his head is not visible here, but it is in the... Oh, it might be in the animation itself. Okay. Mirror the animation for the hand. It looks like the cross animation to the other hand. Huh? The cross animation? Yeah, how can we do this in like the the least painful way rather than from scratch? Are you talking about the crucifix? Do we hold? Oh, is this the animation we use for the crucifix? Is that what you're saying? Didn't have room in my inventory. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I can mirror it, but then he's still going to be holding it like up in front of his face. I need it like pointed forward, right? Okay. What we'll try to do is um I'll just duplicate this. FP anim yeah, actually, how were you doing the crucifix? Is that the same? Oh, we're just modifying. Oh, we're just modifying the bone positions every tick from the stake idol. Interesting. Is this fun, Will, doing this game? Yes. I don't know if I understand the question. Okay, where's that animation I just duplicated? Was it Spiffy anim bolt cutters idle? And then I think edit in FK control rig. That was not the thing I needed to do, I guess. Bolt cutters idle. I think, what is it? Add it here. It's happening on my other screen. Hang on. Okay, now we have what we need. On this guy down on the floor here, which is nice and handy. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's figure this out. So if I see, if I had a camera, hopefully, like where it's gonna be, I guess. Really should be doing this in like a more like actual proper way. But say it's like this, roughly. I think all I need to do is delete these keys, and now it still has the animation. And now just basically like change the rotation and then put it on the other arm. Um, so let's see. If I just grab, really would be better if we had a rig set up for animating this guy. I'm actually just gonna nuke these and this so it's just like one frame. And let's see. Where does the bolt cutters actually get put into it? Like where do they equipment bolt cutters? Weapon R is where they go. So weapon R. God, I hate animating. I shouldn't do it on stream either because that makes me even more stressed out. Actor. Okay, can make that spawnable. It's the attach part. Attach it to the anim. Attached to this on an R, right? Yeah. I also need to disable this clip shader thing again. Don't know about playtesting today. Probably just doing some random work. Mothman controlling powers, and the player can find special head protection to negate or diminish it. This but an aluminum foil hat. Isn't this the best part of game dev? Oh, I tell you what, man. No, no, it is not the best part of game dev. Tell you that right now. Okay. Um, I mean, it would be alright if I had more experience animating. It's always something I've meant to spend more time learning and working on, but I just never have. So that means I'm trash at it, which means everything takes ages and looks kind of jank, but it's alright. So say it was like that. Kind of rough, but maybe I could just hide it a little more by just doing like that. Okay, put that transform in. Now we need, let's see, this is kind of tricky because of the, because I'm doing this as a FK animation. There's no handy IK to help me out here. Um, bolt cutters. Oh, what happened? The fuck did I add bolt cutters? Oh my god, so annoying. Okay, now we just need to get the other hand on there. And I don't think there's a very easy way to mirror that. Because it's not going to be like exactly the same positions. So, yeah. I really wish I'd set up IK for this right now, because that would make this so much easier. Make this too precise just yet, because it'll probably change depending on the animate. Like, it probably won't be right straight away. So I'm just going to kind of in the right place-ish. Jank is fine, as long as we have it. We can fix it later, that's right. Live time like the present. Okay. We've got that. Alright, so now we have it sort of being held. Which is good. Right, and then I just won't worry about adding the idle frames, I think, just yet, because that's, again, another thing I can add once we have the position and stuff right. I think that's probably the best way to go there. Animation sequence somewhere, FP animation, FP, what's it called? Anim bolt cutters idle. Really bright. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now the thing to just get this looked at. Alright, sorry about that. You heading off for tonight? Alright, catch you later, man. Catch you later. Okay, NMBP override. Duplicate that. And the anim graph sequence can be sure we need to get rid of this hand rotation stuff. Alright. So we have this now. And I might just procedurally animate some of this stuff as well, because otherwise I'm gonna have to make so many animations. Bolt cutters. Okay. And the offset is now gonna be notepad. And just, oh god. That's not the kind of transform that I wanted. All right, so let's see. So if we go down to first person offset, I'm pretty sure now we have to just set these to the right values so that it lines up to where I made the animation at. So Might not be what I was supposed to do there, but we'll see. Um, yeah. Oh yeah. No, okay, that's all right. So I feel like if I just do a lot of the rest of the animation procedurally, then I don't have to animate too much, since it's all just basically sine waves and shit. Um, it's like, it's good enough. Open Planet Coaster and my PC blue screen. Is that a Unity game? Did you see that stuff? The whole Unity nonsense. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna procedurally animate the um some of this. How am I gonna do that though? What about this? This will be fucking jank if it works, but it'll hopefully it'll work. If we go pelvis and then like for example, this is what we have to do if you're a programmer and you don't you're not an animator, you can't just like make the animations you want. Um time in game time and then multiply that by something and then sine uh radians, I guess. Multiply that by something. So we can say we want to have maybe like 10 centimeters and have this at like 2. I don't know how fast that should be. Something like that. Don't tell anyone, okay? Don't tell anyone what's going on here. And just tell everyone that I made these wicked animations. So I hope no like animators ever watch this because that's so cursed. But it works and it saves me. I just have to make a single pose now, and like we've already got this kind of roll stuff when you look around, which is pretty good. Now for running, I need to do another one, and then it'll be fine. That's hilarious. I've already got the sprint lerp thing. What's that used for? Yeah, that goes between. Because I'm using game time, I don't think I can just increase the speed. I think I have to blend between um, two values, maybe. I think. I'm not sure. I think though. Walk off offset. Yeah, because otherwise the sine wave, I'm pretty sure will like move along its thing if I mess with the math here, possibly. Maybe not. But if I just set up multiple sine waves, basically. Um, Just for testing, we'll just do walk offset. Let's be faster walking. Yeah, that'll be fine. Um, Now this is between -1 and 1. Trying to think. We could do something here where it's between -1 and 1, right? Or this is anyway. Is it? Yeah. We could do something here where we basically map this to a curve instead. Oh wait, curve. Did not expect to be animating via curves today, but here we are. Okay. I'll just put these in the folder with the bolt cutters, I suppose. Where are we? Misc, curve, float, um, CV, float, or FC, and then like FP walk offset or something. All right, and then so this is going to be -1 to, let's see, 0. If we get the value -1, we want to output -1 just as an example, and then if we get the value 1, we want to output the value of 1. But I think now what we could do potentially is mess with the way it feels, maybe. Maybe this isn't a good way to do this. Theory, if we look at that preview there, yeah. Is it weighted tangents? This is so cursed. Everything is telling me like I shouldn't be doing this, but it's kind of working, so whatever. I increase the speed. Opposite of scissor safety, yeah. Cool. And now since that's a curve, wherever the curve thing went, close it. I can just adjust to make it feel how I want. Pretty sure I can do this in real time as well. How is this supposed to be though? Maybe like here and then here? Something like that. Whatever. I can mess with this at some point. But yeah, that's pretty good. I think it's too fast, but too fast and probably too noticeable. So I just turned down the this part of it to zero point 0.5 maybe. Yeah, and then we just have one for sprinting, and then we can blend between these. Um, so we kind of already have that here, but I'm just going to make a new one. We'll be using the same math and everything. Just it's going to be, I guess, faster and more intense. And now we just need to know which of these ones to use. So um, if we're sprinting, um, really, I'm going to make one more movement offset or something. And because I think I can do this in a different way, I can say like lerp this. This is yeah 0 to so on B it's going to be the sprint offset. On A it will be either walk or idle depending. So now we just need to know if we're moving basically. Um, do we have something for that? Like velocity or something? Greater than 10 or something. Because then now we can say and I can definitely smooth the transitions between all this too. This is just fucking super cursed animation since I can't really animate very well. Or I can, it just takes so long. Okay. And then bolt cutters. Yeah, we'll just use that instead. those backwards. Sure, sure. This will work fine, I guess. Uh, and now if I just put an interpolation on that, so that is the target, the current movement off. Wait, no, that's not going to work. The interpolate here. Though. Maybe we could just use the. Might need to cache that into its own variable. Okay, and then the sprinting, in my opinion, is still like too much. I don't want it to like be waving all over the place because like the more subtle I can make it, the less hopefully people will focus on it. So there's sprinting, there's walking. All right, that'll do for the locomotion anyway, and then I will probably need a animation for that too, but let's just pretend I don't for now. All right, good progress. How long are we going for? Hour and a bit. I'll go to the bathroom and then see if there's a couple more things to do, but then I'm gonna hop off because I'm running out of steam pretty quick today. If anyone's ever held bolt cutters like that, better save this project. But whatever. It's good enough for now. If someone is the monster kind of mode. Right, what's next? Probably to commit this stuff. That's a lot. Okay. Um, the next thing I think is I want to. I was thinking about how I wanted this to work, and I think I don't know. I was thinking basically when you have the bolt cutters in your hand, because you can go up and clip this stuff, but it doesn't show you until you're right up there looking at it. I was thinking you could just like mark when you're holding them things that you can cut, maybe. Um, because since I've put so much work into these freaking things, I'll probably add other things like locks or something you can cut. Um, they really should also show up in this mode. Interaction highlight that only works when holding the bolt cutters. Yeah, I could make that work. The problem is this is all an instant static mesh. So I probably have to hot swap the piece you're looking at to a real mesh so that I can highlight it. Um, because the interaction component does that, right? Is that how this works? Sets the stencil 0 and 10. Like what I could potentially see is if I, for example, had say, for example, I had one of these lined up perfectly, which I'm not going to have right now. But if I did, and then if I had this set to um, not render in the main pass, it should now be invisible. It's not though, is it? Oh god, now I can't click on it again. That was a mistake. Where is it? This one. Um, Your main pass. Never. I might be able to like put a fake one basically is what I'm thinking of. Visible in the depth pass, no decals, but we'll render it in the custom depth pass with what is it, 10 or something? show up then? Yeah. So I could do something like that. It's pretty hard to look at though, to be honest. Tricky because it's a different interaction method than most of the other stuff in the game uses. So what I was thinking of is just putting a little icon on it basically. Out of interest, if I have the segments rendered a custom depth, not set it to 10, will that mean it'll show up in this? It does, okay. So I really should do that for sure. So you can see where the fences are in that mode. I don't know, maybe I just leave it for now until I come up with a solid plan. I'm thinking of, yeah, just having it basically scan for the nearest bolt cuttable thing when you're holding them and put a little icon. But then the problem is that the origin of that mesh is way over there. So if I was over here, it wouldn't pick up this, and then I'd have to manually map it to the right segment. Maybe what we have is enough for people to realize. I don't know. I just worry that people won't realize you can cut this. I feel like it needs some way to tell. I think, let's see. This is all over the place. This is all, oh, we don't need any of this. That's for the bandage. We have a hard cast here, so what I could potentially do is, since I want to use this for other stuff, um, I'll just do it in here. I don't know, organization's all out the window, but BP like bolt cuttable component or something rather than an interface. Do it as a component. And now it would be like get components by class. Basically so that I can lay the groundwork so that we can cut stuff other than just the fences. And then, yeah, all this show interaction stuff. So it should be like this now. And then, yeah, we have a custom event on here called like perform bolt cut or something. And then we'll just pass through, we don't really need to pass through the entire hit data. We can just pass through the world location and the element index, I think, for now, like we have up in the other thing. Hello, a Baka monkey. The hunter sense already, there's an icon when you're close. There's bolt cutters, which often need to cut chain link fences, and then if you add a note talking about cutting fences might be enough. Yeah, probably will be. You're probably right. Maybe an icon when you're close. I'm just worried that that is like really like specific to this item, you know, like it makes me want to go and do that for all the rest of them, but we'll see. I'll make this generic for now and then we'll see how we go. Abaka. Abaka. Abaka monkey. Yeah, sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing stuff like that. Okay, so the target on this, cuttable component. Cut something. This will break the hard reference and make it generic so we can use it on anything that can be cut. Let's see. This should also have a variable for cutting duration or something, maybe. So that these can now be customized per thing, like a lock or something can be cut quicker than a fence, maybe, or whatever. Bulk cut. Kind of gross to be it's actually really gross to be doing that every tick, to be honest. That fucking sucks to be doing that every tick. Um, let's see. Well, how can we make this? We can just say if we cache the hit actor, last hit, last hit actor. We can say do the trace, which is fine, and then we say if the last hit actor is not the same as the one you're looking at now. So basically, when you look at something new, then we can do this stuff, which will mean and set the last hit thing. That'll mean this will run every tick, but this will only run when you look at something new. I've been missing some chat. Unreal Engine, yeah, Unreal Engine 5. It's pretty complicated, especially when I write blueprints that are super messy and hard to follow. Cutting timer handle. Uh, Cut progress complete, and then grab another one of these. to put on. Catch the hit. It's a little easier to read. Okay. Anything else I need to do? I think it's done now, right? Yeah, that's that plugin. Remember I was showing you the other day? The what is it called? Auto BP assist. I mean, it has a whole bunch of functionality, but that's pretty much all I use it for is to clean up my blueprints. It's like and I think you can push Control R and just do the whole blueprint, but I just drag the first node and then I think yeah hit F and it just you know does the thing. It saves me tons of time from doing stuff like that with reroute nodes and whatnot. So yeah, so now we don't, I believe, have any hard references. Server form bulk cut. So that event is now going to get fired here. And now we just need to quickly hook up our fence to that system and then anything else we want as well. So this yeah, event will come through from this server. Auth then on um, bulk cut performed or something. And then we can copy the signature from this dispatcher right here. That's pretty much all it is. It's just going to pass through a dispatcher and hold some settings for now. And now the chain fence, we can just have the bulk cuttable component, set the how long we want it to be. Did I expose that? Yeah, cutting duration is 1. And then we can make an event on bulk cut performed. And instead of hard coding this event, we can just do this with this data. That should do the same thing. But now I can add this component and this event to other things, hopefully. So here's another example of the auto format thing. Good. So let's see if this works. I probably broke something in that refactor, but it's not. All right, sweet. So it still works, but there's no hard references now, and that also means as a test. Oh, I should probably check that. Interaction trace hit actor show icon execute. Check if that's valid first. Actually, it's annoying now. Easiest way is probably just to make this a function. Should go cut icon. is going to be the actor. And yeah, so the first thing I can do is a valid check of the actor, and if it is not valid, then I can just return false immediately. Otherwise, I can check the component validity. Yeah, so that cleans that part up, which is good. Wait, what was that other branch we had there? Oh yeah, if it's not different. All right, nice to meet you. How do I pronounce it again? Ab Abaka, Abaka monkey. I'll catch you next time, man. What did I just do? Oh, fix the errors when you cut stuff. I am now still getting errors. Hang on. Access none, trying to read property. What? Why are we getting an error here? Okay, so we go true. If those were errors from before. Oh, it's when I click on nothing. It's not when I'm looking at stuff. Let's see. Primary action. Okay, we got no errors that time. All right, sweet. Yeah. So what I was quickly do as the last thing probably for the stream is test this on a different actor. So do we have any like padlocks currently or lock model I could use? Make or find one. Probably need to make one. Um, make like a door with a chain across it or whatever. Um, I mean, like now in theory, say there was like a chest or something hanging off this, I could add the bolt cutter component there, but I probably won't bother right now because I don't have the actual assets for it. But I could add like puzzles or something where you've got to like cut um, things to drop, you know, objects or something. Yeah. All right, we didn't quite get to what I was hoping we would today, but we did texture and um, animate the bolt cutters, which is good. What I was hoping to get to was figuring out this little puzzle up here we're going to have in the game, where I'm still trying to figure it out, but basically I'm thinking you repair the dish on these three radio towers, and then be able to tune a frequency to these towers that'll give you either information to unlock a door or a location in the map to look for an item that will unlock the door. But yeah, we'll probably do that next. I don't know if I have enough brain power to get into that right now. But hopefully that'll be the next one, and then after that, it's a case of going back to the finishing off the Mothman the level, the map, and then after that, probably some AI stuff, and then polish, and then yeah, and then we're good. So that's kind of the plan going forward. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and I'll catch you all in the next stream. And especially nice to catch you, Lemon. We should definitely have a call sometime whenever you're free.